We become too focused on achieving those goals. We forget the importance, which is living for today. And I feel like a lot of us also hold on to things from the past, which is already gone and dusted, which is also affecting us in our present day today.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that.
Hey guys, what is poppin'? It's your girl Tawana, aka where everyone experienced the day, and I am back with another video. Today we are going to be doing another monthly reset, a part of my monthly reset series, and we are going to be doing it for the month of August. So we're going to reflect on July, how it went, deep dive into everything, what goals we hit, what goals we didn't, and also set new ones for the month of August. So if this is your vibe, then definitely grab a drink and we will dive right in. If you guys see me looking to the side, it's only just because I am looking at the screen to make sure I do not miss out on anything, because I just want to cover everything. But we are going to start by looking at my goals for the month of July and which ones we hit. As you guys can see, it wasn't the best in terms of hitting my goals. There has been a lot of misses in comparison to completed, but this is what these are for. It's just for me to reflect and to pull back into, and also to show you guys the realisticness in my self-development journey. And as you can see, the only ones that we hit was to post on my blog every single day, post on my personal platforms every single day, to go to 2 CAF dates, which were more coffee dates than CAF dates, 2 times in the month, and to go on 2 dates with my boyfriend. It was my anniversary last month. Obviously, we did a celebration where we went to Milan. I did partially vlog it. I don't know if I'm going to post it though. I'm still in 2 minds, just because the trip did come to an end earlier than anticipated. But it wasn't really a date. I just wanted to kind of like make that clear. It wasn't a date. It was our anniversary. So yeah. So as you can see, the ones we didn't hit, we didn't go to the gym 3 times a week. We didn't post 4 long form videos. We didn't create 2 digital products. We didn't launch my blog page officially, and we didn't journal every single day. So to kind of just quickly go over why I didn't hit these goals. The first one, I feel like I just fell out of routine. There was a week where I got sick. The last week of June going into the first week of July, I got sick. I was bedbound for the whole weekend, and I just wasn't feeling like to go to the gym, especially because I don't want to infect other people. I had already given it to my partner, so I didn't want to go to the gym. I just didn't have it. I had aches and pains. I just wasn't feeling for it, and that sickness caused me to fall out of my routine. I was just all over the place. I was even forgetting I had a gym membership at one point. Reflecting as we are today, I can see that that is unacceptable, so that is definitely going to need to change for the month of August. Post 4 long form videos. So again, due to me getting sick during that over that weekend, I wasn't able to record and edit and post my first video for the month, and that caused me to miss out. So I've been consistent ever since being back on my feet, and I posted 3 videos successfully. However, the goal was to post 4, but due to that sickness, that kind of limited me to hitting that goal as well. Create 2 digital products. So I did create 1 digital product, which I am going to be putting up to sell very soon, which is a journaling Notion template, kind of similar to mine, where you have a daily, weekly, and monthly reset, and then just a journal just for you to document. And any other ones you can add, you just have to link it up and then it will all work. I will have a video coming out soon on how to use that template for anyone who wishes to purchase it. But yeah, I didn't manage to create any other digital products just because Notion templates take quite a while to create, and because I juggle so much with my life, with a full-time job, my blog page, my personal page, all that kind of stuff, sometimes like I don't get to pour as much into making these as much, which is why I try to give myself a realistic amount to create. So 2 is ideal. It's just I didn't schedule out when I was going to do it in the month, and I think that is what I would want to improve moving forward. My last one was to launch my blog page officially. So my goal was to launch my blog page officially at the end of July going into August, so it's just ready for August. That didn't happen because there was more steps to launching my blog than I anticipated, so I just got to do a little bit more research on that, and by the end of August my blog page will be up and ready. As you guys will know from my previous one, I do struggle with journaling every day. When it comes to the weekend, it's like I fall off, and with this one it was a bit of both. Like I was journaling on the weekend but not journaling in the week. I feel like with me it's just like when I don't have the energy to journal and I just need my mind to rest, I just want to rest, and I don't tend to journal, and I feel like that's not a bad thing, nor is it a good thing, but I feel like it's just being able to acknowledge that I may not be able to journal every day just because of my emotions. I also had my period this month, and during that time as well, I just wasn't feeling to journal. My energy was low, I was cramping, I just wasn't in the mood, and stuff like that is gonna happen, and I shouldn't have to get upset because that one day when I was not feeling up to journal, I didn't journal. And I'm not gonna lie, for statistics, just to make this video, I did not journal every single day, and you guys will see on the next screen that I didn't journal every single day. So that is my July reflect done, and now we're going to go over to my journaling section, and this is kind of where we are going to pour more deeply into a lot of what did and didn't happen, so like a more in-depth reflection. So as you guys can see, as the little pop-up here, I changed it from a screen recording to more pop-ups. Just I feel like this is more better than having the screen recording in the background. However, you guys let me know if you prefer to see my beautiful face up on the screen, or would you prefer to see me in the little corner with a screen recording in the background. You guys let me know in the comments which ones you prefer, but that means you're gonna have to watch my July reset to kind of know which setup you prefer. So I will definitely link that in the description and in the top corner of the screen. So this is what I wrote in for my like over reflection for the month. Overall, July has been good, not the best, but it has been good. There has been some high and some lows, which has increased my stress levels, but overall I'm happy with how July went. I had a lot of self dates as well as dates with my boyfriend and my friends. I have been very consistent with posting on YouTube, and I finally found the confidence to post face talking content on my TikTok again. There was a short period of time, if you guys are following me on my social media, where I refused to kind of post talking videos, and I feel like I kind of lost my confidence in that. There was a period where the content I was posting, I was getting a lot of trolls and comments, and that just brought my confidence level down a little bit, where I just didn't want to post any talking videos because I didn't want anyone in the comments to try and post anything negative or try to criticize anything I'm trying to say. However, you can't people please everybody, and I feel like that's one of my bad traits, is that I try to people please, and I need to understand that that's just not gonna happen. So I just need to post my content, sit down, make videos the same way I'm making YouTube videos, and whoever fucks with it, and whoever doesn't. Like, I cannot please everybody, but I'm glad that I got that confidence back because it took me a good while, and now that it's back, I will be posting more sit down talking videos, which I'm happy about. So I just wanted to kind of like clear that part. So the highlights of the month, I was able to socialize with friends. I saw my friends a couple times this month, which is good. I was able to hit myself out to a couple coffee dates and a couple shopping little trips, mine and little ones, with myself and with my boyfriend. I was able to celebrate my anniversary, my 1 year anniversary, and I was able to continue to grow my blog. I've seen my statistics, particularly on Instagram, do really well. I haven't got the following yet, but like my insights show that my content is valuable because of the amount of saves that I'm getting, and I'm really happy about that. So it just shows that I am going to continue to post on that blog page, and when it does well, it does well. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I genuinely enjoy the content that I'm putting out, and I am so happy that I have actually found a routine for posting content all of my platforms. I have been managed to do this for 3 weeks straight, where I have posted consistently, recorded consistently, edited consistently, and got everything out on time. This was more for short form content because I was doing a lot of it on the day, and I don't have time for that with a demanding full-time job in construction. But what I do now is I batch all my content on Saturday, and I schedule them all to go out on Sunday, and that is literally for the next 7 days, and I do the same thing on Saturday again, and it goes around for 7 days, and it's literally taking so much pressure off me in the week, because all I literally got to do is just like post because the captions are already done, the video's uploaded, everything is already done. All I got to do is post, and the video is ready to be posted, and it's just taking so much weight off my shoulders. So I'm just so glad that I've been able to do it for 3 weeks straight, and I'm just hoping that I can continue to do that. So what didn't go to plan? My journaling was very inconsistent. I kind of mentioned this already. Reading this month has really dropped as well and been very inconsistent, and gym's been inconsistent as well. I feel like all three of these are key habits that I want to be consistent in on a daily basis, but I feel like towards the end, I would say my reading and journaling particularly dropped, just because I was dealing with a lot of stress, and I feel like when I get stressed out, I can't fulfill certain habits, and I feel like these are the ones that get neglected, unfortunately. However, I do want to change that, because when I am going to the gym, I do feel more pumped, I do feel more energized, I do feel more like stress relief. Reading's really good, because every time I read my books that I choose to read, they are providing me with knowledge, they're helping to open my mind, and I feel like it helps, again, before I go to bed, it helps me to sleep better at night instead of looking at a screen. And the same with journaling. I feel like journaling helps me to allow me to express myself, as well as like just reflect on where I am on that day, and not doing that on a consistent basis is kind of just leaving gaps in my journey, and I don't really want that, because I'm documenting this journey not only for myself but also to share with you guys that it's possible to go from 0 to 100. And yeah, so that's what didn't go for the month. So those are like 3 key things I definitely want to improve for next next month. So what did I learn this month? So I feel like the biggest lesson that I had for this month, and I think I got it from multiple sources, which obviously says a lot, but the first place where I got this from was from the book that I'm currently reading, which is The Power of Now. What I've written down is I learned that if you really want to better yourself, you have to start within, which will then pour into external factors. I've also learned how important the present tense is and how easily it can be taken away from us because of our past and our future. Yesterday is already gone and tomorrow is not here yet, so we have to do what we can do today. And I feel like this Power of Now book has really touched really well on this. I feel like as humans, we have goals and aspirations, which is nothing wrong, because I also have those things, but I feel like if we become too focused on achieving those goals, we forget the importance, which is living for today. And I feel like a lot of us also hold on to things from the past, which is already gone and dusted, which is also affecting us in our present day today. Whereas what we need to do is learn to focus on today. Like, yesterday is gone, it's done, it's dusted, there's nothing we can do, we can't change it, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. So the only time we have to actually do anything is right here, right now. So for example, me sitting here talking to the camera for you is me taking action here, right now. Me saying I want to grow my YouTube channel, well then I can't get to 500 subscribers without posting YouTube. I've got to take action today. So it's just literally those things. It's just like, be more present, be more focused, like even emotions, like how you feel, like just watch the world around you, just see what's kind of going on, just be very in tune with your present tense, and you'll kind of see that shift a little bit, and you'll start to like embrace how important today is, more than whatever happened yesterday, and more than what is to come, because we don't actually know what is going to come. We just have to take the action that we're doing today in order to achieve those goals that we want. So I feel like it's so important to kind of come back to today, because that's all that we have, that's all we're guaranteed, like in this very moment. That's it. So yeah, that was a key thing that stood out to me in the month of July. In regards to what drained my energy, it was definitely redecorating my room. So I'm currently in the process, which you can probably see some little bits and bobs in my room right now. I'm currently trying to like throw out some old stuff from my room, cluttered clothes, objects, stuff that I don't wear, stuff that I don't use. I just want them gone, just to kind of like remove that kind of old energy out of my room. I also am getting a new bed, that's another thing as well. So there's it's been very draining, because like, you know, I've seen so much inspiration on Instagram and TikTok, and there's some beautiful bedrooms, beautiful homes that I've seen. I'm just like, okay, cool, I love this, but it's like I still gotta kind of figure out if it works for my space. So that's kind of drained my energy a little bit, because going online, getting inspiration, and then it's not like coming to life in my room like that. So yeah, and just buying the stuff and it's just been a lot of stress, as you can kind of see now. And I feel like another thing that's drained me this month is bottling up my emotions. I never used to speak about my emotions growing up, very young. I used to feel like it was a sign of weakness, and I used to just bottle everything up, and I thought I was this cold-hearted woman, and I was this girl that had no feelings. No, I'm very emotional. I am not gonna lie about that. I get emotional over like the smallest things. However, I am very grown, and I'm gonna have a conversation, and if I'm in the wrong, I'm in the wrong, and I'll express myself accordingly to whoever it is. But like, I feel like the last week, I would say, I've been bottling up my emotions a lot, and I haven't actually been expressing how I feel, and I feel like that's again affected me and my sleep and stuff like that. And that is exactly what the journal's for. And I spoke about this last month and I was doing it, but I don't know, this past week I've been so like mentally tired that I haven't even been able to like clock into my journal to express myself. I've just been holding it in. And yeah, I had a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a breakdown, but I had a little bit of a moment where I did get a bit like overwhelmed emotionally, and I just had to lay it all out. And obviously I spoke to my dad, and I spoke to my boyfriend about it, and it definitely helped to actually lay it out. But it just shows that sometimes when you are doing stuff consistently, you can easily fall back into old habits, which I did with the bottling up my emotions, because that is definitely an old Tawana trait, and I don't want to bring those habits back. So that's a quick reflection on the month of July. And moving forward into the new month, what I can improve for the next month. So I definitely want to improve on my reading and journaling habits. I feel like this needs to be more inconsistent than it currently is. It is very much all over the place, and I would love it to be a lot more consistent, and only I can make that happen. So that is something I would love to improve. Definitely want to improve my consistency with the gym, especially because I started off so well in the month of June, but I feel like I fell out of routine, and I just need to get it back and get back on my shit, really, because there's no effing excuse. And then I also want to work on my skincare. You guys won't be able to see it now because obviously I'm wearing makeup, but I will put up some pictures. I have dark marks on my chin area from whatever previous scabbing or spots or acne, whatever you want to call it. And this has only been something recent that I've suffered with. I've usually just always had clear skin, so there's obviously something that I've done in my lifestyle, or maybe stress, or maybe my dieting or whatever that's changed, that's causing me to get these marks on my skin, and I'm adamant to get rid of them. So I feel like I really want to work on my skincare and figure out how I can provide the best for my skin whilst keeping it clear, keeping it glowy. Because I did buy some product, but I don't feel like the products that I've bought are helping with my scarring, and obviously specific things that I've been working on at different times. And I feel like now I'm ready to work on my scarring. So yeah, that's just something, because I won't lie, without makeup I used to be very, very confident. And not to say like I rely on makeup now, but sometimes when I step out, because of how bad my scarring looks, I do feel some type of way, like why does my skin look like that? And it's just about time to just take action, really. So my main intentions for the next month, I say, is continuing to build on my YouTube channel. I feel like shorts help me really, really much, because when I post shorts and long form back to back, I feel like I see more traction on my page, I see more analytics, and I do get some more people subscribing to my channel, which I am internally grateful for. Hey my new subscribers, what's poppin'? And I also want to continue to pour into my blog. Like I'm really enjoying, I don't make any money from this blog as we speak at this time, but like I'm really enjoying like making the content for this blog. I genuinely enjoy posting about this blog. I genuinely enjoy writing out things based on this topic and posting it, and I feel like that is good enough for me. Like when you are genuinely enjoying something, then you just pour into it more and more and more. So I just want to continue to pour into my blog and make it the blog someone like for myself who wants, you know, guidance and assistance on their self-development journey, and kind of wants to know good tips and tricks, and not just the generic stuff, like genuine tips and tricks like that I've learned from myself, and just share it with other people on that platform. I've also been a quotes lover. I love quotes, so I also post some quotes that I resonate with really, really well, and just share them with other people who resonate with them really, really well as well. And that's what my blog page is about. It's about sharing that self-development journey and letting people know that this is an ongoing journey. It's not gonna stop, because you're always gonna grow, you're always gonna change, you're gonna hit different decades in your life, and you're gonna change as an individual. One at 20 is not 20 who she's at 27 right now, and that's just growth. That just shows that you're always growing, and it's okay. But like, don't be too hard on yourself, and that's kind of what my blog is about. It's having a healthy self-growth journey. I think that's the best way to describe it. And then the last one is to continue to pour into my reading and journal habits. Like I said before, I've mentioned, I feel like these are the most that's like suffered recently, and I just want to get them back up to a level where they were before. So my main goals for next month is to launch my new blog, create 2 more digital products, and post more short form talking videos. And I've already started by posting on my TikTok, so I'm excited for that. Then what will I do to achieve my goals? So I have to keep showing up for myself. Like I feel like that's one thing I need to do, especially for like my short form content. I need to just post for myself, show up for myself, be myself, and keep showing up. And for me, this is the only person I'm doing it for, is for me. And when things are not going well, to talk to others. I feel like the bottling up thing has definitely started on like in the recent weeks, but I need to not let that carry on into August. That needs to be stopped. And funny enough, I do have a call after this video with my boyfriend, and I feel like I'm gonna just let everything out to him and just express how I feel. But yeah, it is a lot, and I want to break out of that. So I'm just gonna go confide in my boyfriend at the end of the day. And the next thing is to continue to journal. I feel like I used to pour into my journal so much, like that was my best friend, but these last couple of weeks, because I've been so tired and mentally drained, I just haven't had the effort mentally to pour into that. I want to change that, because that is what I created the journal for. It was like somewhere, it was a safe space for me to talk, a safe space for me to be me, a safe space to be honest. So it's like pouring back into that habit and continue to learn more about myself. If I'm going to achieve my goals, I need to pay attention to me, what it is that I want to do, and what it is I want to pour into when I'm tired, how to process, how to still get things done when I'm feeling tired and low energy, how to stay more organized, and just kind of really figure out what it is that Tawana wants to do in this life, and just pouring into that. And I feel like that is what's going to help me to achieve my goal. I also need to start a new 12-week year, which I will probably do a review at the end of it, maybe, or I might just post a series on my TikTok actually, and post like a weekly review for you guys on there. But yeah, and again, how will I show up for my higher self? So that's, again, it's gonna kind of be the same every single month. I just continue to remember my why and the importance it plays in my life today, and that's literally how I'm going to continue to show up for myself. So overall, you can see this is how I kind of grade my month. So at the top, we've got like a rate and the topics that was covered, and these are all the journals that are linked in for this month. So you can see we've got a couple 4s, we've got a couple 3s, that one hasn't got a rating for some reason, again. So yeah, we've got a few couple like star ratings, and that kind of helps me to know that overall July was a good month. I wouldn't say it's been a bad month. It's not the worst, 100% not, but I feel like it was more on the good side. I would say it was like 70% good and like 30% a little bit stressed out. But apart from that, I feel like it's been really good overall. So yeah, so after we've done that reflection, we would then obviously create my vision board, and I've already created my vision board, and based on the things that didn't go well and maybe little extras, I have created my vision for the new month. So if we go back to my goals and visions pages, you can see I have created it for the month of August, and the word for the month, or the quote for the month, is "I like the woman you want to be." And obviously alongside consistency, I've just got to keep showing up as the woman I want to be. I am not her yet, but like I see her in my head every single day, and that is what gets me up and going. Like when I remember like, okay, cool, what does future Tawana do? How does she show up? How does she treat people? How does she treat herself? What do people think about her when she walks into the room? Like, is she in control of her emotions? Is she emotionally intelligent? Is she clued up? Do people like her? Can she have a civil conversation? Do you know what I mean? All of these things are the questions that I ask myself. And sometimes when I'm at like a crossroad, where I'm like, okay, cool, should I do something or should I not? Sometimes I'm just like, okay, cool, what would your future self do? Or what would your future do in this situation? And that is how I consistently show up for myself. And that is why I put that for the quote for the month, because I want to see that on my homepage every single day and remind myself like, yeah, this is why you do what you do. So go back, if we look at my monthly goals, is to get back into the gym. Like that's the start. Like I'm not going to say how many times, just get your ass back in the gym. I don't want to hear nada. I want to see gym content, and if you guys are following me on my social media, you guys will see it on there. But we need to get back in the gym, because I am paying for no membership for nothing. The next one is to launch my new blog. That will be getting launched. I just, obviously, like I said, I had a little bit of a small error, but now that I know what I need to do and how to do it, my blog will be getting launched by the end of this month. Also, I'm going to take myself on 2 more dates. I feel like I've been enjoying my solo date stuff, and I feel like I might start making some short form content as well. But my short dates don't really change. I just love to get out of the house. I love a change of environment. I love to go to spaces where I haven't been before. I just never know who you're going to meet, but I really like going to like coffee shops and stuff like that, and I feel like that's just my vibe and it's not going to change. So I want to go to like Blank Street. That's like one of the coffee shops that I want to go to, but like there's a few other ones as well. So recently I've just been going to different coffee shops. I didn't think to vlog it or anything because it's just a coffee shop, but that I've really been enjoying it recently. So I'll probably take myself there as one of them, and then maybe take myself to dinner or something, but we'll see. So one thing I wanted to start doing more recently is pouring into my hobbies more. And I spoke about this in my 9 habits that changed my life. One of them was like find hobbies. Obviously I have a hobby of illustrating, and I've got loads of illustrations, and I just do it in my free time to just, you know, blow off steam or whatever. But recently I haven't really been poured into it, and I actually started getting back to it quite recently, and I was just like, I want to start pouring into this more, because I forgot how much I actually enjoy it, and I want to show my art to you guys a little bit more, just to show you guys what I create in my free time. So I've put that on there. I want to create 2 digital products. So again, I've given myself the target to create 2 more digital products. I feel like I just need to schedule it out in my monthly timetable, which you guys will see, and we will go from there. I also want to remain consistent with my reading and journaling, and I want to finish book 4, which I haven't yet finished, which is The Power of Now, and start my new book, which I've already ordered, because The Power of Now hasn't got long left. I think I've got about like 20% of the book left, which is not a lot. So I believe it will be finished in like the next week, and I want to kickstart book 5. So yeah, those are like the major goals that I'm going to be focusing on for this month. So after this, typically what I like to do is review my calendar and kind of just input any important dates that need to be inputted, and just make sure I don't miss out on anything. I'm supposed to be meeting a couple friends this month, and we will just literally see how that goes, because I feel like sometimes like my social battery, when it runs low, it runs low. And then it is like I love my friends, but sometimes I just August, I don't really have that much stuff planned for August, if I'm being honest. Obviously I've got my Sunday resets, which I'm gonna duplicate right now, but apart from that I don't have any great plans. One more thing, which I meant to show you guys from before, I've also updated my goal statistics, as you can see. So if you go back to my last video, you will see some of these have gone up. So like, I've taken 2 holidays this year. Obviously I went Milan for my anniversary, so that is technically a holiday. So that's been upgraded to 1. I inputted my dates in for the self coffee dates, or whatever dates solo dates, whatever, for the month. I've also updated this. I am now on 130 subscribers on YouTube. My Quote Stars page has gone up to 44 followers, and on my TikTok page it's gone up to 17,500. My personal page is growing slowly, but I feel like that is just because my personal TikTok does better when I do sit down videos. So the fact that those are coming back, I'm quite strong that this will start to go up a bit more, because I've been fluctuating. Like, I've been hitting 4,100 and then going back under and stuff like that. But as it stands, I'm currently on 4,097. Instagram, same thing, slow growth, but we're gonna be consistent with it. More date nights, I updated that as well. I did see the girls this month as well, July, sorry. And yeah, that is all the dates updated. I haven't hit any other key milestones in my life, so yeah, but I just kind of wanted to show you my current statistics for all my goals and how it's going. So I believe that is the end of this video, and if you guys are interested in any more Notion content and you want me to go through any of my pages that I have here, just let me know and I will also get that done for you, because I have a lot of fucking pages. So I will see you guys in my next one. Love you. Bye.